Hello, it's Diana Marchand from dianamarchand.com, and welcome to this video. I am outside on another trail I found that's really beautiful. Be gorgeous when the leaves are on the trees. And this is part of the video series about midlife change, what women go through in midlife change. And the topic of today's video is, you might not be able to hear me, what's going on in my body? Why do I feel like I'm going crazy? Things like that. And you feel like giving up. It's like sometimes you've tried so many things, nothing's worked. Maybe it's about the weight, other things like that, and you don't know what to do anymore. Well, there are some things you can do, but there's also the realization that you haven't tried everything, although it feels like it. And especially when you're in this middle life phase, sometimes, you read or you research or you go online and you hear so many conflicting things, right? Like sometimes you hear that having oils is good. Sometimes you hear having oils is bad and will add fat. And should you have them? Should you not have them? What are good fats? What are really good fats? All of those things. It can be so confusing. Then you hear, there's the paleo, then there's the vegan, then there's like, what do you believe? Like they're two completely opposite things, right? Now, the thing to remember, and what I teach in my programs and courses and workshops, is that you need to find what works for you. The thing is that you might have been trying things that other people have said works wonderful for them. And so you go on it, you try it, or you pay for the program, whatever, it promises all this stuff. Then the thing is that it's not right for you. And so then again, of course, you don't get the results. You may even go opposite, like you may gain weight, or you may have some worse symptoms because the types of food they suggest aren't the types of food that are best for your body type. So then you leave feeling even worse and you wonder, well, then it's hopeless. Like nothing is going to work for me. And it leaves you frustrated. And at this phase of life too, we can experience anxiety that we've never experienced before. Because of the fluctuation in the chemicals, which are the hormones in our body or brain, we can end up in kind of like feeling a bit depressed. And so, and more stressed. And when you're when you're so hoping for something to work and then it doesn't, that of course adds more stress. So then when you're more stressed, you cannot release weight. You probably aren't sleeping very well. And, there's just a whole load of other problems. When you're in a stressed state, your body also doesn't produce hormones properly. So at a time when your body's decreasing already the production of hormones, then you put yourself in a higher state of stress, then again, more decrease in the hormones. Then what happens is your body can produce the estrogen in fat around your midsection. So what does it do? Loads on the fat so that it can produce more estrogen. So it's such a vicious cycle. But know that you have not tried everything, because you might have been trying everything that someone else said would work right for you. And the most important thing is finding what works for you, is listening to your body. And that may be taking something a little slower, like adjusting your food, the way you eat, a little differently and living with it for a while. Like if you choose to try high or raw or something, is like seeing how that feels in your body, not only every day before you eat, while you eat, and after you eat, how your body feels, check in, but giving it time to adjust, because you're doing something that's quite a bit different. So your body needs time to adjust to it. So it's not going to change overnight. This is not a pill. It's not something that's going to work really fast. It is about focusing also on the health, making the changes that you are trying at that moment to see, will this work for me? And sometimes you will notice faster than other times if something doesn't work for you. But if you choose to go more raw foods or higher raw foods, note that you could end up bloated and puffy for the first little while, because they are more gas-producing foods. As well, they're really higher in fiber. And so when you're taking in more fiber and you're not drinking enough water, you could get plugged up. You could get plugged up, and you could, of course, experience a lot of the bloating. And especially if you're not following food combining rules, which you can Google that. So there could be a lot of things going on, but don't give up and don't focus on just following exactly what someone else did. It's more about learning what's right for you. And if you have really had it and you want some help and support around that, that's exactly what I do for you. I help women find exactly what works for them. And it's also about your thoughts, what you focus on. It's about the stress reduction. It's about taking it slow enough to see, to feel, to build that connection within your body, with your body, know how you feel, switch your whole attitude to health, not weight loss, as well as getting rid of the all or nothing, because that makes a huge difference. It's not about being perfect all the time. It's about constantly shifting, adjusting, and finding what works right for you. That's what I hope. So reach out to me on my Facebook, Diana Marchand, or Women Creating Healthy Lives with Passion and Purpose. And of course, my website, dianamarchand.com, where you can take a peek at the programs that I have. Please feel free to reach out. Ask for help. Bye.